You don't need to be remotely religious in order to recant the Old Testament story of the 600-year-old Noah, his missus, their sons and wives, a menagerie of creatures like crocodiles, rhinos and scorpions, a 140-metre long wooden boat that was so big it took a century to build, then the global flood that lasted 40 days and nights and wiped out every living thing without a ferry ticket. Over the years, expeditions have been launched to find its resting place on Mount Ararat in Turkey. Others have settled instead for replicas of the Ark, the dimensions of which are kindly supplied by the nice people who wrote the Bible. Two of these modern-day life-size replicas include these. A Dutch one that has somehow got itself currently stranded in Ipswich, UK after being towed across the channel on a meet and greet. British maritime authorities have deemed the vessel unseaworthy and its owner and builder is currently engaged in a messy legal case to get it back home to the Netherlands. Number 2. Everything is bigger in Kentucky, where creationists have constructed this $100 million monolith just craving a big hurricane to sweep it away. Oh look, there's a recreated carnivorous dinosaur just about to take an arm off that child. With far less circumspection, a third ark was built in New Zealand in 2004, high up on Clifton Hill, a seaside suburb of Christchurch. The couple behind the project were Ken and Bev Loader, and this wasn't by far their first expression of their Christian faith. The location of the Ark, on the aptly named Revelation Drive, was amongst the Gethsemane Gardens. 2 acres of gardens they had laboured over since 1987. Now, the biblical story behind Gethsemane is not as well known as the one involving Mr. Noah. We'd better recap on our New Testament. Gethsemane was the location at the foot of the Garden of Olives where Jesus prayed the night before his crucifixion. Like the real garden in Jerusalem, the one the Loader set up in Christchurch was a popular tourist destination in the Garden City. There was this cool little floral chapel to get hitched in. The Lord's Prayer in shrubberies. Still, their mission was far from over. God had bigger plans for them, whispered in their ears, and the Ark went up in 2004. This is the building under construction. Here are some more photos of the exterior to give you some perspective. Inside it was decked out with a restaurant, kitchen, ballroom and a church for those that wanted to get married inside rather than in the gardens. It became a popular, quirky wedding venue. Until this happened in 2011. One of the worst places hit by the quake was where the Ark and Gardens were situated. The Ark may have escaped intact, but many of the surrounding houses were left inhabitable. Jittery locals didn't like the thought of being up that hill should a similar earthquake occur. Looking at those photos, do you blame them? Business tanked, and by now Bev and Ken were getting on. They put the entire park on the market in 2012. A terrible time to sell any business in Christchurch, let alone one, as I've pointed out, in a location with so many munted and abandoned houses. try as they might to find a buyer wanting to take on a Christian theme park, ultimately it was all levelled. As at publication of this video, it's been subdivided into 14 sections in a development called Gethsemane Heights. I would love to hear about other architectural wonders in New Zealand, past and present. I've already covered ye old pirate ship on Milford Beach in Auckland. The link for that is below. So if you can kindly point me to other unique constructions, do so. Put them in the comments, please. I'd like to thank you for supporting Interesting Things. Special thanks to the viewers who plonk my videos on their social media. I will spot you next time. Bye for now.